Welcome back to the Truth Factory. So I've been digging into this Seth Rich thing, maybe a little too deep. Haven't done anything illegal yet. I just want to touch on Andrew again, looking more into what he was doing at the White House. His visit there lines up with the Next Gen Summit speak that he was invited to there on that day, so that checks out. Unless there was anything suspicious that happened there in which he had an alibi for. Anyway, we're going to cross him off of our cork board here, but I'm still suspicious of Andrew, and here is my theory on him. Andrew is a really smart guy. He really understands data science and how it can be manipulated. That's his job. That's why he gets paid the big dollars. And here he is in a podcast about data science and the election.
In terms of culture, I think, a lot of the differences stem from there as well. Mm-hmm. I think when we're talking about elections, we're talking about a lot of very passionate, committed people all working towards the same end goal. And so what it does is it creates almost like it feels kind of silly to say, but almost like a military mentality in that sense of, if you've worked in politics, you've been in the trenches, obviously less physical danger, but, at the same sense, you've been doing something with the people around you that the people who haven't worked in that can't understand really. In this case, we're doing it because we're trying to save the world. And there's definitely that thought process where, look, if you're going to put your life into politics, you got to kind of have a bit of a sort of, a God complex in a way where you feel like, whether or not I do my job is really going to impact the future of the world.
So he's definitely able to manipulate data to get a certain outcome. My theory is that he was the one who set up the data system on the voting website iwillvote.com that helped Hillary and suppressed Bernie voters. When I looked into the employees that worked at the DNC in 2016, Andrew and Seth were the only ones I could find that were in charge of any sort of data. My theory is that Seth found out about the two-tiered system and knew Andrew had to have done it. Being someone who cares about justice and is a huge, passionate Bernie supporter, I think he threatened to implicate Andrew and the entire DNC in the lawsuit. By the way, if you haven't heard of this lawsuit, it's because the general media isn't covering it because we all know that they are shills making Clinton bucks on the side. And this theory makes sense when you look at the suspicious tweets and messages Andrew put out after Seth's death. So I think Andrew then goes to the DNC and tells them what he knows of Seth, and then Andrew gets out as soon as he can and takes that job in Boston to get away from this thing before it explodes, which is a smart move. And now Seth knows that his time at the DNC is limited and is so disgruntled by the corruption that he gets the leaked emails. That is my theory. I think it makes sense. Also, a fellow YouTuber named George Webb went to Lou City Bar and talked to Joe Capone about Seth Rich. Joe apparently said he wasn't even in Washington the night that Seth was murdered, and he was with his family on vacation, which makes sense why his Facebook had pictures of him on a trip dated July 11th. So why did he do an interview stating that he was there and offered to give Seth a ride home? If that was a lie, so was the thing about the man with the silver gun.
I heard there was a bunch of robberies lately by a man with a silver gun.
I heard there was a bunch of robberies lately by a man with a silver gun.
We can tell that this is a lie. Just look at him trying to get through this lie. It's so obvious that he was told to say that. And that silver gun narrative was being pushed in the media at this time. Wow, this just proves that these people are being told what to say. And now KIMDOTCOM has been blowing this investigation up. If you don't know, Kim has a long history of founding file hosting services with a lot of controversy along the way. In 2013, .com launched another cloud storage service called Mega. Mega uses encryption to prevent government or third-party spies from invading users' privacy. So it is very encrypted and very safe to use. So perhaps this is something that Seth Rich could have used to upload those leaked emails. Just a thought. And anyway, Sean Hannity is looking for evidence on this case, and KIM.com has come forward saying that he is the evidence. When Hannity asks to clarify, he says, "I knew Seth Rich. I knew he was the WikiLeaks source. I was involved. So there you have it. I am so excited for this. And the only kind of other interesting thing about this is Reddit seems to be scrubbing Seth Rich's Reddit account and shutting down posts about Seth Rich and shutting down subreddits that don't fit their political agenda. I will leave that up to you to think about. I'm hoping that my next Seth Rich video is the conclusion on all this. I think we are so close. And of course, if you like my videos, subscribe and like and all that jazz. Seth Rich is kind of like a vigilante hero. He's not the hero that we deserve. He's just the hero that we need right now. And because of him, he's changed the election. If it weren't for him, Hillary would probably be the president right now, which is kind of a scary thought. So thank you, Seth Rich. And we're going to keep investigating this. Thank you.